Welcome back to JDP Auto Engineering. We have
Daryl and John
and James and Grady, who's joining us.
Little apprentice.
Shop dog.
Yeah, shop dog. Today we're installing a Safari Snorkel. Whoa, a Safari Snorkel on the 2015 Amarok 4-banger. So let's get this thing unboxed. Me. Let's get this thing open.
It's a poop scoop.
So, what do we have in here? We have stuff, the snorkel, and the template. Do you wanna?
This box is stacking in pretty good.
Oh,
What? First box, mystery box. Here she is.
whoa! The template's in there, Daryl. We're gonna need that.
No, it's not.
Or we just drill holes randomly into the Amarok.
No.
Got your inlet.
Another template. This is the piece that connects the snorkel to the airbox.
This is the most important part and hardware. So let's just throw it away. This shit.
Yeah, I think we can start the fire with that to stay warm.
I wouldn't dare that.
Cool.
I'm just gonna.
Coming back from Bunnings.
It's a rare John. Hey!
As slow as usual. Safe.
So we have that Amarok just jacked up on one side, so we can take the wheel off and take the guard lining out and the mud flap, which is doing its job, I can tell you that much. It's definitely got mud on it.
And the indicator.
And the indicator? We need to take the indicator off according to John. And then we'll tackle getting the airbox on that out.
Quality performance by AEG. Alright, so now that we've got this off, we need to take this inner guard liner out. Pretty dirty because it wasn't washed before we started to tackle it. And take the mud guard, the mud flap off.
camping last weekend, okay?
Yeah, so we'll get back when we're doing that. Quality content.
So we're just undoing some of the guard liner, some torque size, do we remember? T25. Got a pick too to get the dirt out of them, because again, not a mall crawler, contrary to popular belief. Daryl. If you don't know, we've also got a video installing a under Utes water tank on this Amarok. This Amarok's actually my partner's vehicle because she's more manly than me. Just clean these out and we'll get back to you once we're taking the guard lining out. Okie dokie. So we have all of the torque spits out. There's some up in here, all around the ends. Then we've got these 10mm plastic nuts. There's one there and one there. These ones, I believe, are because of the bull bar. I think I might take these two out and see if we can just hang the liner down enough. But I guess that's when we'll tune back in.
Alright guys, we're just about to pull this out, as you can see. Oh,
Voila!
we love a non-mall crawler. Mud everywhere, don't we, guys? And look at that beautiful thing. And up is where we'll be drilling a hole. Stay tuned.
So we got John undoing the washer bottle now that the guard lining's out. So we got one Torx undone up here. And then John's undoing these ones, and we'll need, there's one more, John. Oh yeah, the filler neck. It's up in there. Alrighty, so
Bit of a situation here.
So washer bottle, just so you know, so this plug goes on the end of the motor. It unclips, this black clip pulls up, and then it just pulls off the side, and we just got it draining into a bucket now, so the ground doesn't get wet that we're gonna work on.
And mix with the mud.
And mix with the dirt to make mud.
John's coming through.
John's coming through. We got the plug off the motor in here. Daryl put that away. Oh, okay, so that's a good thing to note. So the motor, washer motor plug is on the same loom as the indicator bulb.
And this one's been chopped and changed. Oh no, it hasn't.
Oh no, it's just normal. Still got the water coming out. So I think we're nearly to the point where this will drop out. It's just going to be a matter of getting the... Thanks, Daryl. It's just be a matter of getting the filler neck out.
It's your stupid tool.
My stupid tool, not the stupid operator. He's doing a thing. So he's just trying to pull the neck out of the bottle. Oh, hey. So as you can see, it's just pressed in with a rubber grommet. And now, thanks Pothers, and now this is loose up here.
Should come out.
Sweet. Oh, there we go. So if you have a short entry stainless snorkel, you typically have to relocate the washer bottle, because as you saw, it sits kind of here, and the short entries come in here and then go behind the guard into the airbox. The long entries are kind of like this Safari snorkel wheel, where it comes along the side in, and you don't need to relocate the washer bottle.
Such a weird spot for a washer.
So now that the washer bottle neck, guard liner, and mud flaps out, John is now power tooling off the top of the airbox. So it says to take the top off. Take the top and the bottom, because we're going to need to cut a hole in the bottom section. I've got a feeling we're going to need to undo this contraption. I guess we can leave the lid here, because we don't need to do anything to the lid. So we can leave the lid connected to the first turbo. So John's got all the screws undone. He's got, I guess that's the MAF sensor unplugged. Just getting it open. Might be clipped onto a hose at the back or something. Oh, perfect. Are those... Oh, wait. Okay, I did not expect that. Cool. Well, that's good. Air filter?
Oily air filter.
It is a bit oily.
Ooh. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Pretty oily. Got a lot of blow by.
Well, luckily, in one of the next videos, we're going to be installing a catch can.
Stay tuned to JDP Auto Engineering. Catch can next install.
Cool, so this jalopy is jalopying. Beautiful. And then
Work makes the dream work.
so that's out, and then this air delivery hose needs to come out. Do you want to pull this hose out, because you're a strong man?
Where'd I put that bit?
This one? No? Okay. That one. That's just gonna get pulled out. Beautiful.
Oh wow.
Hello! So John's now just unclipping the loom, and I think that's the overflow or return to the water reservoir.
Oops.
So that's just unclipped in there so we don't cut through it. I've seen guys on the Amarok page who have done this and put a nice saw hole through their lovely wiring loom, which we want to avoid, so beautiful. So we have to align the guard panel template, item 21, which is the template John has in his hand, to the rear and the upper edges of the right hand guard panel. It's about here and about up over in there, if you can see from the shadow. Mark all 6 mounting holes and positions and the 2 saw hole holes. Hole, saw hole holes. Johnny has the stencil all taped up. We're all flush. Sorry about the shadow. We're all flush with the edges. John's now marking out the saw hole marks. So we'll do that and all the center pieces of the hole. Centerpiece of the hole? The center marks of the hole. For all of these bolt holes as well. So I lied. John's not going to mark all the holes out, but what he is going to do is use an automatic center punch and bang some dents in the quarter panel.
Yeah.
Do it.
Can I do a center punch hole?
I double checked. I think I double checked.
Yeah, Daryl.
It's taped.
You can
I'll
do
do
the
these
small
two.
ones.
The small ones. It's in the right spot.
Alright, here we go, guys. First center punch. Kareem.
Ah! So that leaves a nice little mark for the tip of the drill bit.
Which is the wrong location.
Nice little mark for the tip of the drill bit. So we're going to do that on all the holes, including the hole saw holes. Last one.
Daryl decided he'd do these ones.
Got to go out. Yep. Beautiful.
Look at that. Perfection.
And now the moment of truth.
Did we mess it up or not?
He used copious amounts of tape because we care for the Amarok and we didn't want the stencil to move at all, especially because it's a bit blowy outside today. He's going to keep it for when... Oh, bugger. Yeah, so what John's doing, so you can see that the template doesn't line up with his black marks, but he's just putting a black dot next to the witness marks, just so he knows where the witness marks are and he doesn't get lost when drilling the holes.
So now we've got James drilling the first hole in the fender. Look at that. This fender is now on its final stretch of life if this is a mistake.
Yeah, it could be a big mistake. Anyway, we'll do all, I think, 6 of these and 8 of these and
8 of them.
8 of them, okay. And we'll get back.
So there we go.
8 holes.
8 holes. Good little trick is we're after the 16mm. Tape off the ones that you don't need, so you know when to stop when you're drilling the hole.
Key is not to press hard. Soft. There we go.
Alright, we'll do that with the remaining 5 other 16mm holes, and then we'll get on to the 83mm.
8 holes are drilled. James did a marvelous job, as you can see, just deburring it. Now the big dog. Nice.
Oh my golly goshin.
Amelia's like, don't drill me.
That's like right on the mark there.
Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. So we just dremeled out those 2 little notches. You can see there the hole. That's the hole that the little tube's going to go through. So we're going to clean up this edge, clean up the whole area, and then get some cold gal paint and just dab it on the edges so hopefully she don't rust over time. And then I'll be on to drilling that, well, cutting, I guess, the inner guard out, and then also the airbox. So we'll tune in then. So John has done a magnificent job sanding and filing this hole up. So it's nice and smooth. Just gave it a wipe down with some simple green. Look at that. Look at that confidence. I wouldn't do that. Ah! So I just used some simple green, Wipe the panel down.
Simple Green. Sponsor us.
It's not in a Simple Green container. And then now we're just going to apply some paint to these exposed edges and let that dry. And then we're going to start cutting more holes. Oh no, actually the next thing is those holes up there.
Actually, I'll tell you what we should probably do.
What should we probably do?
Probably test fit it, put a couple of the bolts in, mark out where we're going to put the Snorkers.
Yeah, that's
attachments.
the next thing in the instructions. So we've got to put the studs, we're going to Loctite the studs into the Schnork.
We're not doing that yet.
That's what the instruction says.
We're going to test fit it first.
And then put it in there.
Yeah, but we're not going to we're not going to Loctite the studs when we test fit, because if they set, because Loctite sets in an absence of air.
Yeah, I know. I learned that the other day. How was that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it sets, then you're going to have a real fun time trying to get them out.
Okay, so we do what John says to do. So we have the upper mountain bracket here,
Yes.
and John's just banging those bolts in real quick.
Please stop saying banging.
Sorry, we're having a banging good time though. So he's just gonna bang the screws bolts in,
Bang them in.
bang them in, and then we get this up on the car and mark around the A pillar.
Whoa, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, see, I told you, they're studs. That's why you Loctite the studs in.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you put a nub on the backside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ignore my last comment then, guys.
Ignore him. Nah, it's okay. We live and we learn.
Loctite it.
So we're going to Loctite the studs into here. We've got that up there. We're going to mark it so then we can drill 3 holes in the A pillar.
It's good to go a little bit more than you think you'll need.
Yeah, especially because these will never need to come out, so it gets bolted on the inside of the guard. So.
And you always put it towards the end of the thread where you thread in. I've seen people who put it up here. You're not getting anything out of that. So you just put some goobies on here. That's enough really, but even though I said put more than you want on. And when she threads down, you'll have even distribution throughout the whole thread.
So we are now just putting some of the nuts on the back side of the studs.
Nuts.
Nuts. So then you can see the brackets up there. So then we can line up where the bracket is, and then John's going to have to undo these again, so you better not do them up too tight.
James is undoing them.
I'm undoing them then. So we can line up there and then drill the 3 holes for the top bracket. So now John's just getting in here and marking it with a texter, so we can pull it back off and know where to put the 3 holes. We've just, as you can see, marked the A pillar with the snorkel on there. We've then taken the plate off, put the plate back on, lined it up with our marks, and just center punched 3 points. And we're actually opting to pop rivet it on rather than using the little plastic wedgie,
Screw thing.
yeah, whatever they are. John, he believes that it's a better way of doing it. He's done a lot of snorkels in his time so far, so that's the way we're doing it. If it doesn't work, we can drill them out and drill a bigger hole and put the things on, so it should be right. The 3 holes are drilled. John's going to grab our Simple Green and hopefully all of that will wipe off.
We hope.
We hope. Don't tell Amelia.
No, it's just smudging.
Awesome. Might need to get something a bit more potent. Take it back. It's working. Thumbs up. Quick, thumbs up. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, cleaned that all off. We've got our Sikaflex 227, which is the one that the instructions recommends for the air box. What we're going to do is get that to the end and then just put a little bit around these holes. Something like that. I'll grab you a rag. Got a rag, just in case.
Oh.
Bugger. That's alright, do the next one and we'll put it on and then wipe it up.
hate rivets.
They can be a pain.
Must have fucking no swearing.
Okay, I stopped it. Ejecto Ceto, cuz. Might put my safety glasses on. Yeah, good call. Beautiful. Very nice.
She ain't going anywhere.
Nice idea, John. I like it. So just testing it up, and those are in. So I think we've done a good job on that one. Now onto, even though I've said it about 3 times now, cutting the more holes. So we've got a hole in here to cut, about there, and then one in the airbox. So this is the inner template. It's aligned to the top of the guard and that hole that you can see at John's middle finger on his left hand. He's now, that was oddly specific, he's now tracing around the hole in there.
With the pen in my right hand.
With the pen in his right hand. And then we're going to drill some holes and Dremel it out.
Hey James.
Yo!
Should we block the rag up? Let's rag it up.
Good call. Put a rag in it, it needs to be bigger than that. Must have taken it out to clean something.
Who's a shot dog?
Just some Grady time.
Some cutie Grady time. Just don't hit it with the Dremel.
No. Tuck that down there. Alrighty. Unga bunga!
We are going to have a look at his inlet.
So, well, that was a journey. The Dremel worked well. Not as good as a body saw. That's recommended. But now I'm just going to get in there with the die grinder and clean her up. But I guess I can't not be happy with it.
Well, it is to shape.
It is the right shape. And now we can see all the way through.
Hooray!
Hooray! So that was a bit of a challenge, but the die grinder bit on the Dremel cleaned it up. Like, it's not 100%, but it's pretty, she'll be right.
She does the job, guys.
Yeah.
I can't cut myself on it.
Nah,
So
there's a few burrs on that side it looks of it. That can just be cleaned up with the deburring tool. Alright, we got to get some paint onto these bare bits of metal, so we're going to do that next.
Alright guys, we're onto the airbox here. So basically, we have to drill the hole out. As per the instructions, we have to take away some ribs here, which John is doing with the Dremel. And then we will mark it out for him to cut it. See you in a bit. So we need to cut off a little bit more in this area. Just gonna move away. This is a concentration phase.
Now Daryl's onto the cutting of this high speed Daryl. More speed. Hey Daryl, more speed, less pressure.
Fucking gets everywhere.
Talk to us, Johnny P. What are you doing?
So we've got the inlet all cut out. We've drilled out the holes for the schnorken,
Schnork connector.
made sure that that fits up. We had to remove these here ribs on this side, and then we also had to do it on this side for whatever reason.
It's going to get blocked up. There's a plugger.
Right. Yep. Okay. This was a little bit munched, so I just cleaned it up too.
Yeah, nice.
Bottom one's drilled out. There's a leaf blower in the way. Then we grab the backing plates for the clamps so that you're not smushing rubber.
Yep.
Whack them in.
We're going to put some goop in there first.
We are going to put some goop in there first.
You're just test fitting it, I presume?
Test fitting
Beautiful.
absolutely everything.
Are we using the Sikaflex?
Yep.
The 272 227?
227.
Sifaflex?
Snifferflex.
Snifferflex.
Snifferflex. Yeah, we introduced that earlier when we did the top of the schnork when you weren't here.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty much how it goes. And then when it goes into the vehicle, you're smushing this bad boy down.
So it fits through the hole.
And then go. Sloop.
Beautiful. All right. Well,
Bingo, bango, bongo. Let's get this thing glued up and go home.
but you're staying here.
Oh, yeah.
Show us your big cock, Daryl. Yeah, anyway.
I'll listen on Adam LZ. He goes like this, and that's
I know what it is.
Adam LZ.
What's it? Oh, that's a Z.
So,
What are you doing? Look at this teamwork. Doing that all the way around.
yeah, let me just top off.
He's like down, nice.
It's like 2 minutes of black hole action.
It's just one thing. It's just plugging the plastic.
Oh,
Oh, I got it pre-ready. You pre-ready, got it.
yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, that was a shot for it.
The amount of detail
It's get smushed up.
This is how we're taking it.
Yeah, we quality work for quality customers.
That's what I'm
Rub it in.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
It's like it was made for it.
Wow. I think that Sikaflex really... That 227 Sikaflex, my
Do you want
God.
to show us it again quickly?
I'll tell you.
Sponsor us.
Fast curing automotive. So this is the Sikaflex that the no oils that the instructions told you to get. So we got it.
Yeah.
My tip is put it into the pop rivet gun, then push down, and you'll be able to push them through.
You reckon?
Yep, I reckon them.
I don't know.
See?
He's not just here to make really bad jokes.
Like, we mean really bad people.
You didn't put super civilization on. This is technically it is. It's not very good. Push the opposite. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Can I push that one? No, no, like you. Sorry, before we press. One of the hand lockdowns. Does it not yellow? King Chrome, do you sponsor us? What the fuck?
So we're just putting some goo. That is a lot of goo.
You want to go on it? Can you flip it, Daryl, so I can...
So this is blocking off the
Old intake.
old intake that runs to like next to the radiator. It's the reason why Amaroks suffer from sucking in water at low river crossings, because it's got this big vent thing that sucks in air. Anyway, putting some of this shalaz onto it. Quick sneak peek of the next project in the background.
An old FJ, what?
EH.
Don't even fucking know what it is.
Look at that.
As you can see, when you put the goop on, it slides down easier.
Nice and gooped on.
Causes a mess.
Causes a very big mess.
That's all right.
Because someone was adamant the goo goes everywhere, and now it's made it even harder to put this on. Where's my screw?
Oh my God.
That's good. Why are you on my godding? Doing it up.
We need it
Oh
sucked
yeah. So we managed to feed it through. It was a bit of a challenge, but
Daryl, what are you doing?
Daryl's just being spider Daryl.
You just need to screw it up.
So we've got it in there. We just need to bolt it down now.
Daryl's legs are shaking.
Hell yeah, John. Great work. What's the time, Daryl? 4:43.
What time did we start? 11:30.
12-ish.
12-ish. And we had lunch for a bit. I mean, it has been a bit of a mission, but not a
We got it
mega
done.
mission. Well, I wouldn't say it's done yet.
Like it's meant to be there. Oh, the filter didn't seat on the top. Oh, it's just...
We got find that screw.
Oh, no, wait a second. There you go. Push it, Daddy.
Golly.
Is that recording?
Yes, I am recording. Always be recording.
Where's your thingamabob?
You were just holding it. Whoa, look at this.
Push.
Do you want me to hold it from underneath?
Need it slightly open.
Oh, I'm too far. Too far. I need to sit up.
Yeah, I can't fucking pivot it. Because Daryl will hold it.
It's on. Oh, I take that back. It's definitely not on.
Oh, maybe we need some light up
The
here.
top's not on. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, I see all the studs. Fully sick, bro. Alright, washers are directional. Put the reference. Put the curved face facing the nut.
So we're kind of speed running this because we're literally running out of daylight.
And the carport doesn't have lights yet. That's okay. So John's doing the ones up the top there up.
The ones up the top there up.
So we're gonna bang all of these in. And then do this hose clamp up and then put the top of the schnork thing hat on. And that should be good. And then just everything will go back in reverse, I guess. We don't really need to record that, do we?
No, not really.
We'll just see you back when she's all buttoned up.
At night time.
At night time.
Or tomorrow morning.
Or tomorrow morning, depending what happens. So, as foreshadowed, it definitely got darker. And it actually got a bit wetter too. And my friend John, earlier in the day, dropped a little Torx boy behind the brake disc.
Which got stuck
The
dust shield.
The dust shield. So we tried for like 40 minutes to try and get it out with a bit of wire, and then just gave in and took the caliper and the rotor off. But if you just want to, I don't know if you can see. A little bit wet.
James is a little wet.
But you know what? It's what the sacrifice we make. It looks feckin' hectic though. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Woo. So thank you, Grady. That was the installation of a Safari Snorkel on a 2015 4-cylinder Volkswagen Amarok. One quick thing to note, Safari say that these snorkels are only designed for the vehicles with factory flares. You will note, this vehicle does not have factory flares. You cannot tell, there is a bit of a gap here, but unless you're laying on the ground in the rain looking up, you won't notice that there's a gap there.
Nor can you feel it.
Nor that you can feel it. So I'd like to thank Johnny for being our expert today, and Daryl, who buggered off early because
Ditched us because it got wet.
it started raining and you can't swim. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please watch another video. That's you don't need to do anything else. Just go and watch another video. Go watch all 4 days video, because we like some Mustangs in that one. Cheers.
Bye.